Everyone's always searching for the ultimate itinerary, the most places to see, the top things to do. But what if the best kind of trip isn't about doing more, but being more? After months of being stuck in a loop of endless deadlines, late nights, barely looking up from our screens, we knew it was time for a reset. Our 6th wedding anniversary gave us the perfect excuse to slow down, reflect, and celebrate in a way we hadn't done in years. Our recent stay at Vaayu Kula in Mandrem was the perfect slow travel escape. Waking up to spectacular ocean views, spending hours on clean, untouched beaches, indulging in fresh, healthy food, and soaking in that free-spirited, hippie vibe where life is all about living and letting live. Vaayu Kula gave us exactly that. Vaayu Kula felt unlike anywhere we'd stayed before. While most people know it for two things, Prana, its iconic cafe, and its surf club, it also offers thoughtfully designed accommodations that ties everything together beautifully. Whether it was the location, the room, the peaceful activities, and the food, every piece of this experience worked together to create something magical. It wasn't just about where we stayed, but how we stayed. Vaayu Kula is perfectly located in North Goa, right on Mandrem Beach. Mandrem is one of the last few beaches in Goa that still feels unspoiled by over-tourism. Stepping onto its golden sands reminded us of what people said about Goa decades ago, when it was all about pristine beaches, peaceful vibes, and that free-spirited energy that made it so special in the first place. Unlike some of the busier beaches, Mandrem's beauty is in its simplicity. There are no noisy water sports providers, no long rows of shacks, and no overwhelming crowds. Instead, you'll find a wide, clean stretch of sand and an energy that's relaxed yet vibrant. Watching surfers heading out of the water as part of Vaayu's surf club added a fun, laid-back vibe that felt so refreshing. We also noticed how safe it felt. Whether we were lounging on sunbeds as couples or walking back from the beach after sunset, we never felt uncomfortable. It's hard to put it into words, but this beach felt like a space for everyone without judgment, which made it easy to relax and just be. Our afternoons were spent walking along the shore, taking in the views and sitting by the ocean on Vaayu's guests-only loungers. Mandrem just makes you want to slow down and enjoy the little moments. Our stay at the Moonrise Suite is one of the highlights of our trip. It's one of only 4 suites tucked into Vaayu Kula's A-frame structures on the first floor, and it felt like our own private cocoon. The interiors had this simplicity that stood out: warm wooden tones, soft natural light, and a layout that made everything feel open and airy without being over the top. The balcony was easily our favorite spot. Facing the ocean, it gave us an uninterrupted view of the waves. Every morning, we'd sit here with a cup of coffee, just listening to the sound of the sea. And at night, it became this quiet escape to reflect and reconnect, far from everything else. The bathroom also deserves a special mention. It had an open layout with 2 sinks and twin showers, which made it both practical and luxurious. It's rare to come across a room that feels both functional and beautiful, but the Moonrise Suite managed to feel like home in the best way possible. What stood out at Vaayu was the range of things we could do without ever feeling rushed. Mornings were often spent at the meditation center, tucked away in a quiet corner of the property. It was the perfect spot to clear our minds and start the day. Afternoons were all about slowing down. Lounging on sunbeds reserved for the guests, walking along the beach, or simply journaling while the waves rolled in. Even doing nothing felt so meaningful here because of how everything was set up to encourage relaxation and presence. But evenings, that's where Vaayu came to life. During our stay, Prana hosted 2 incredible sundowner events. The first was a live African music night filled with soulful rhythms that had everyone, including us, dancing barefoot in the sand. The second was a DJ night that brought an upbeat, lively energy to the space while still keeping the laid-back vibe we loved. Watching the sky turn golden while music filled the air was something we'll never forget. Of course, no stay at Vaayu would be complete without mention of Prana. Known as one of Mandrem's most popular cafes, it has such a strong reputation throughout Goa, and experiencing it as a guest made it feel even more special. The food was fresh, colorful, and thoughtfully curated with locally sourced ingredients. Every meal from morning to dinner felt nourishing and satisfying without ever being too heavy. One of the main perks of staying at Vaayu Kula was the private guest section at Prana, giving us guaranteed front row seats to sunsets and the best view of the beach. It was something we look forward to every evening, sipping on their creative cocktails or fresh mocktails as the sky turned shades of gold. Vaayu offers plenty on its own, but if you want to explore a little, there are some great nearby spots. Arjuna Cafe, just a 2-minute walk in Mandrem Market, is well known for its fresh coffee and cozy charm. Recommended by friends and our hotel, it became the perfect spot for morning coffee during our stay. Another recommendation was the Hill Place, a 10-minute drive from Vaayu, where we tried an authentic Goan thali. The meal was flavorful, traditional, and such a great way to experience local cuisine. These little outings added even more depth to an already incredible trip. If you're enjoying this so far and want more travel stories from us, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. It makes a huge difference for us and lets us keep sharing experiences like this. When we left Vaayu Kula after 4 days, we felt changed. It wasn't just a trip to celebrate an anniversary. It was a chance to slow down, reconnect, and appreciate the small things we'd overlooked in the rush of daily life. The location, the Moonrise Suite, the calm days, and the energy of Prana all came together to create something truly magical. If you're looking for a place to reset, reflect, or simply celebrate the beauty of being present, Vaayu is a space waiting for you. And if you're planning another romantic getaway, check out our video on a 1-week road trip through Tuscany. It's the perfect guide to starting your next adventure. Until then, keep tripping like a local.